Day in the life of a normal person. Hi, welcome to part 2. So it was just my daughter sells stuff on Facebook Marketplace. So what we do. And it was a customer of hers. So I'm assuming that also that call that I got during part 1 of her, that was probably her warning that the lady was coming. So I can't be too mad. She tried to tell me. Whoops. Oh, anyway. All right. So we were reading The Justice, and my back is definitely high. Oh man, if this is your first time here, welcome. I definitely recommend looking for part 1 of this message first, because first of all, it's really good reading. We've got the Queen of Cups, the Fool, 9 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the Justice card, which we're reading the Justice card now. So we already read all the other ones. I do want to pull a couple more cards, I think, but let's just stay on track, shall we? Then we may get to read some love winds too today. I want to get to some of that. Okay, I'm Tina. Hi. I think I always forget to say that, but okay. And she's found the right path, and she's ready to take action and use that sword. There's the swords that we've been missing. That we end with it. You have to take responsibility for every choice you make. If you drift through life without examining your choices and what they say about you and your values, you'll never be truly self-aware. And you may find yourself treating others with dishonesty and unfairness. There may be a difficult issue that you need to examine, or a social responsibility you've been neglecting. I feel like we're leaning more towards that. It's time to stand up. It's time to do the right thing. That's basically what it's telling you. It's like, I literally feel like it just flowed. Queen of Cups to it's telling you that it's been balanced. The scales have been balanced, weighed and measured, and it's time to take the leap of faith. It's time. Oh, it's time, because you are leaping into everything you've worked hard for, everything you've been wishing and waiting for. And it's a beautiful, beautiful foundation. Very solid, very deep. You use everything within you. There's something about the red. You've done a lot of healing. Yeah, to find that freedom within that flows. You've done a lot of healing, and it's brought you to an extremely purely emotional state. And that's why it just works so well. And it's coming from a very solid foundation of things that, not just that you've been wishing for your whole life, but working for your whole life, like little dreams that you've carried with you, and all of the experiences that you have just gathered along the way. It's all come to a balance. Justice has been served, and it's time to take that leap of faith. That's as simple as that. You're the Fool and the Justice card are your 2 major arcanas, which tell me too, this is not just something little. This is not getting your favorite cookie at the grocery store. This is major life changing. Yes, huge. And it comes from your heart, from within. A deeply beautiful emotional journey you've been on. And you're extremely, you have every right to be. You better be very proud of yourself. It's just, but not in an arrogant way, in a freeing sort of way. Just so happy and proud, and you know it. You know it's coming. You feel it. You smell it. You're learning to feel it in things. When you touch things, you know, like this is, yes. If it resonates, it resonates. Okay. For some reason I want to do this. 8 of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah. This is a craft that you get to work on right from the comfort of your home, and it's starting to build up and bring you money really fast. Stacking it up. Stack. It's just, and you're doing what you creatively, passionately love to do. Look at that. That's amazing. Like, it's again with the backpack and school theme. It's like, this is also experience that you've gained, like, while you were in school. I don't care if you want to go back to elementary school, high school, things that you used to do that you were so passionate about before. You've tapped into that emotional feeling and of bliss, and you've restored your talents and your gifts, and it's what leads you to having such a beautiful foundation. It's huge. It's huge what you do for yourself. Literally. It's just like the life of your dreams. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. The Fool, new beginning of your, like, of every, like, you're taking such a leap of faith into everything that your heart could possibly desire. Like, your heart is going to bust open and overflow to the point of that's what's creating your world now. Justice has been served. Your 9 of Cups is this is not just, you have really worked hard for this wish fulfillment. And we are going to end here. You're a badass, dude. You're badass. I'm proud of everything you've done. You're full of life and love and possibilities. Through this message, may you find a path to your best self. You've found the path. Let's see what's on the bottom. It's coming fast. Real fast. Wow. It's coming in. All right, kids. All right, let's read a little bit. I don't know if we're going to get through like I want to. All right. 57. To understand this, let's return to that Greek word, the one I couldn't say, aion. Aion? The one we translate as age in English. We saw earlier how aion refers to a period of time with a beginning and an end. Another meaning of aion is a bit more complex and nuanced. Why can't I read today? What's wrong with my throat chakra? Nuanced? I don't know. Because it refers to a particular intensity of experience that transcends time. Remember sitting in class and it was so excruciatingly boring that you found yourself staring at the clock. Tick, tick, tick. What happened to time in those moments? It slowed down. We even say it felt like it was taking forever. Now, when we use the word forever in this way, we are not talking about a 365-day year followed by a 365-day year followed by another 365-day year and so on. What we are referring to is the intensity of feeling in that moment. The agonized boredom caused time to appear to bend and twist and warp. Another example, this one less about agony and more about ecstasy. When you fall in love, those first few conversations can take hours and yet they feel like minutes. You're so caught up in being with that person that you lose track of time. In that case, the clock doesn't slow down. Instead, time flies. Whether an experience is pleasurable or painful, in the extreme moments of life, what we encounter is time dragging and flying, slowing down and speeding up. That's what AION refers to, a particularly intense experience. AION is often translated as eternal in English, which is an altogether different word from forever. Let me be clear. Heaven is not forever in the way that we think of forever, as a uniform measurement of time, like days and years marching endlessly into the future. That's not a category or concept we find in the Bible. This is not why a lot of translators choose to translate AION as eternal. By this, they don't mean the literal passing of time. They mean transcending time, belonging to another realm altogether. To summarize then, sometimes when Jesus used the word heaven, he was simply referring to God, using the word as a substitute for the name of God. Second, sometimes when Jesus spoke of heaven, he was referring to the future coming together of heaven and earth in what he and his contemporaries called life in the age to come. And then third, and this is where things get really, really interesting, when Jesus talked about heaven, he was talking about our present, eternal, intense, real experiences of joy, peace, and love in this life, this side of death and the age to come. Heaven for Jesus wasn't just someday. It was present, reality. Jesus blurs the lines, inviting the rich man and us into the merging of heaven and earth, the future and present, here and now. To say it again, eternal life is less about a kind of time that starts when we die, and more about a quality and vitality of life lived now in connection to God. I think we should stop there. That's pretty beautiful. All right. Take it as it resonates, leave what doesn't, and please be blessed, because just use compassion in all of your communication and just watch. Watch the way joy floods through your life. Be blessed, my loves.